What is up, everybody? I'm George Mossey. So last night, the family of Chantel season 3, episode number 12 has aired. This is the finale. The season is coming to an end, and there's a lot of things that we have to discuss that happened last night. The episode is insane. I watched it a total of 3 times so far, and I think I have everything down that happened, and we're going to try to cover as much as possible. I want to thank everybody for your support during the Family Chantel podcast, and I will be back with all of you for season 4. I cannot wait, but let's end season 3. So the aftermath of River and Megan's breakup has began, and River has told his dad Thomas about the breakup and how things went down, and his dad offered some pretty good advice. He said, good riddance, she's opening doors for you to move on and do other things, but he also gave his dad the opportunity to tell Karen about the breakup, because in Karen fashion, she would definitely, like he said, put on some pom-poms and have a party. So I think that it's best for River to actually be able to heal, start the healing process, and be able to move on and, begin mending where he is from his life now. So that actually was the first part of the tamer part of the episode. Nicole actually is in a situation where she realized that she has been waiting for her relationship with Alejandro to move forward for approval from her mom, Lydia, and her brother, Pedro. And she's come to the realization that that approval is never going to come. She's never going to be able to get the full approval from her family, and she deserves to be happy. So she's in this point where her and Alejandro are ready to move forward. She doesn't know if she wants to move to New York with him or what, but they definitely want to be together. They definitely want to make their relationship work, and children was in the cards. She said that marriage and children are not out of the question. So good luck to Nicole. Good luck to her relationship. Good luck to River and his endeavors and where he ends up and who he talks to, and maybe he'll start a new relationship. Maybe season 4, there will be a new face in River's life. So we'll see how that goes. So let's talk about what actually happened that was crazy last night. So Karen, Chantel, and Winter meet Pedro at the resort lounge for a heart-to-heart, where Chantel actually apologizes for her lack of support and empathy in the situation with Pedro. And the apology doesn't really go over well, because Pedro feels like, oh, well, you're apologizing, but you keep doing it over and over. And Chantel is just trying to explain to him that she doesn't know exactly how to help him. She doesn't know how to support him. And this is important, a lesson to everyone. Support is not easy. Sometimes you have to support someone and they're doing something that you don't like. Sometimes you have to support someone and they're doing something that you don't agree with, or it doesn't make sense to you. So I think that this situation makes a lot of sense. Chantel wants to make sure that he's in a good place. He's being taken care of. And like Karen said, when someone is hurting someone you love, they're hurting you as well. And I think that Chantel was having a difficult time learning how to support him based on the fact that she was watching him be treated badly and hurt. So I think that symbolic hug that Karen gave Pedro kind of set the stage for how to support someone. Karen felt like his family was completely out of pocket from the way that he treated him and the way that they reacted at that lounge, but she just offered support in the form of a hug. And sometimes that's the best way that you can support someone. Just offer a hug, offer a ear to listen, offer a shoulder to cry on, and don't judge, and try not to get personal feelings involved. Just support them in that moment. There's always going to be a moment where you are going to have the opportunity to tell them how you feel. But sometimes there's a proper time and place for that. So before that hug could even resonate, Nicole enters the chat and she's like, "Hi, bitches," and she enters with her mom, Lydia, and they have a heated conversation, and the conversation goes pretty south pretty fast. Nicole basically is ready to fight. She has entered to get revenge against Chantel. She's always said all season long that if she was actually going to be in the same place at the same time with Chantel, it was going to be a fight. That's exactly what happened. Not at first. So she came in and she dropped some bombs, and she said that Pedro had slept with her friend Karima, which we know Karima from previous season where they were seen dancing at a club together. No one in the family Chantel believed that. So that did not really resonate. So after she left and thought that she had disrupted the whole situation, Pedro and Lydia have a conversation, and she refuses to even say whether or not she loves Pedro. Because Pedro says, well, do you love me? Was I a mistake? And she refuses to say that she loves him. And I feel like the way that she is reacting to his questions is just very hard to watch. It's understandable that she feels that she's being attacked. In that situation, it was hard because Lydia felt like she was being attacked. Every conversation that he had with her, she felt attacked. And instead of reacting with truth and honesty and trying to put herself in his shoes, she wanted to react in a way that defended herself, which is a normal thing. People want to be defended. You want to defend yourself, and you don't want to feel attacked every time you have a conversation. So what that really brought them to was a disconnect. Lydia feels like Pedro has chosen Chantel's family over hers, and she looks at it as though he's no longer her son, which is very, very hurtful because he's already grown up without a father. And Nicole feels that he's no longer her brother. So in the search for his family, the irony in it is that he's found a family, but he's also lost a family. And I think that the acceptance of Pedro and Chantel's family is very symbolic. It shows that your family is not always the people that you are related to through blood. It's the people who choose to be your family that you choose to love. And I think that really resonated with me this season. So Nicole re-enters the chat again. This time she launches a wine bottle at the family. She does not land it. She doesn't hit anyone. But the police were called. Relationships were severed. Bridges were burned. And she actually said to Pedro, leave this country and never come back. So the season is going to end in a very dark place for the family, but for Pedro's family. And we can only hope that time will mend the words and the actions that were done, because no one ever wanted to see anyone's family disconnected and taken apart. So I feel like this whole trip, he wanted to have his family more connected by meeting his brothers and meeting his father. And it kind of happened oppositely. It's not what he wanted to have happen. And it's unfortunate because now he has a situation where he's not speaking to his mom or his sister. That was the whole season, guys. And at the end, Pedro did wait to meet his father. He waited for a call back, and he waited for 1 week. And unfortunately, he did not get a call from his father. So he has still to this date not met his father and not gotten an explanation as of what took place, why he wasn't in his life. And unfortunately, we will never know, as he may never know, what really took place in those early years of his life. And we apologize for your father, Pedro. We know that you deserve those answers. You deserve to have that explained to you. Maybe sometime in the future, he will come around and he will have that conversation with you. That was it, guys. The Family of Chantel, Season 3. We got through 12 episodes. Thank you guys so much for joining me and supporting the podcast and being here for the show. The show has been amazing. This has probably been the best Family Chantel season so far. I'm super excited for Season 4. I will obviously be here with all of you covering the show. I wouldn't be anywhere else. And shout out to the entire family, everyone in the cast, everyone who has decided to share their lives with all of us strangers. That was a huge call on your part, and we're really, really grateful for being a part of your guys' lives. And again, congratulations to Royal and Anjanette on the birth of their son. And we wish everyone the best. And don't worry, I'll be back for the Family Chantel podcast Season 4. Thank you guys so much. I'm George Mossey, and I will talk to you guys really soon.